Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Tuesday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Keith Rubino.
And I'm Samantha Dismascio. Today is March 22nd, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
10 years of age didn't stop a child at Thompson Elementary School in Washington from giving out cocaine. The 4 students who were hospitalized as a precaution because of this are now back in school. The cocaine-carrying child, however, is not. He was charged with possession of a controlled substance last week by authorities. Thompson Elementary School District of Columbia Public Schools were closed Friday for a previously scheduled Professional Development Day for teachers. Monday was the first day back in the classroom for the students since the incident occurred Thursday.
Apple has filed a lawsuit against Amazon after revealing their own version of the Android marketplace, labeling it the App Store. Their version is a free-for-all Google marketplace that starts out with just shy of 4,000 apps. An Apple spokesperson says the accusation is that it is a direct trademark infringement that may, quote, confuse and mislead consumers. Apple filed for a trademark protection over the phrase App Store after the release of the iPhone 3G. This label has made Apple a slight profit, and its apps for iPhone, iPad, and even Mac have been a great advantage to advertising. As a result, the computer giant is now suing to prevent Amazon from using the phrase App Store in any way. And now we'll check out our current conditions outside with meteorologist Evan Duffy. Does it look like spring out there yet?
Oh no, it might look out like nice out right now, but it's not going to get much better. So back to you guys at the desk until later.
Thanks, Evan. Friends and family in Virginia continue to mourn the loss of Taylor Anderson. She is the first confirmed American death in the Japan disaster. Anderson was in Japan teaching English and disappeared shortly after the tsunami struck. Ryan Nobles has the story.
Her life may have ended, but Taylor Anderson's parents will have plenty to remember her by.
This is a picture. I think she's up over that bridge somewhere.
Like the thousands of pictures of her that Andy and Jean Anderson shared with us when they were still hopeful she would be found safe. They were so proud of her life in Japan, so confident she would soon be home.
It just made this her dream of going over and being a teacher.
That confidence was shattered when they learned early Monday morning that their little girl's body had been found. In a short 2-sentence statement, the family chose to honor her memory by thinking about those still dealing with the tragedy. Please continue to pray for all who remain missing and for the people of Japan. It was a sentiment echoed by the president of Randolph-Macon, who informed the college community about their fellow graduate's death in a heartfelt note. Wherever you are at this moment, Bob Lindgren wrote, please observe a moment of silence reflecting on the fragility of life and the significant impact of Taylor's life on so many. In Richmond, Taylor's alma mater, St. Catherine's, who took a special interest in her search, posted this tribute page that gave people the opportunity to mourn her loss by posting messages to share their grief. All this to remember a young woman who appeared to have the world before her, but in her death reminded us all how fragile life can be.
Satellite images of a Libyan city show evidence that pro-Gaddafi forces razed a mosque that up until now served as a rebel command center. The 2 images show an area of Zawiya. In the first image, the mosque can clearly be seen just south of Zawiya's Martyrs Square, but in the later picture, the mosque is gone. The images were released as part of the international effort to build pressure on Gaddafi and to illustrate what coalition members say are crimes against his own people.
To the mounting protests in Yemen now, calling for its longtime leader to leave. publicly. President Ali Abdullah Saleh is pushing back against opponents, including some of his top generals, warning that an overthrow attempt could spark a civil war. But we're hearing that privately Mr. Saleh has made an offer to step down. Saleh said, quote, "Those who want to reach power through a coup will be unable to. This is impossible. The scenario will turn into a civil war." And now we'll see what's going on with sports with Joe Manganiello.
Thanks, Sam. Well, today there was a major shakeup amongst Division I basketball powers as head coach Bruce Pearl was fired from Tennessee. Pearl, who has been charged by the NCAA with unethical conduct, served an 8-game suspension earlier this season. His team finished a disappointing season at the hand of Michigan last week, losing in the first round of the NCAA tournament by 30 points. Pearl leaves Tennessee after 6 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament and a 70% winning percentage. I'll have more sports news for you later tonight, Oswego, but until then, let's toss it back to Keith and Sam.
A Fulton man is serving 120 years in prison. In February of 2009, he pleaded guilty in federal court to 3 counts of producing child pornography and 1 count of witness tampering. He's not giving up, though. Even after pleading guilty to these charges, he is considering appealing his conviction to the U.S. Supreme Court. Oswego County District Attorney Gregory Oates states because of his pending appeal in federal court, it has delayed his appearance in Oswego County Court.
One man is injured after a shooting Monday night on Crippen Place in Syracuse. Police say they responded to a call around 10:20 last night and found the 25-year-old victim with a gunshot wound to the calf. The man, who police are not identifying, says he was walking home when he heard gunshots and felt pain. According to Syracuse.com, 2 cars and 2 houses were also hit by gunfire. Police found a total of 8 shell casings throughout the area.
What's Plan B for a nuclear power plant disaster in Oswego? Well, it involves a black phone in the basement of a Fulton building. When that phone rings, it's Plan B, and it's not good. Syracuse.com reports that Plan B involves the county evacuation of over 40,000 residents, pills to suppress thyroid cancer, and much more. Diana Skrenkry, spokeswoman for the Nuclear Regulatory Agency, is not worried, though. She says the 3 power plants are designed to withstand the worst recorded earthquake for our area, with an additional margin as well. This does not mean they're immune, she went on, but they are safe for our location. Natural disasters aside, now on for a quick peek at weather again. What's the latest, Evan?
Well, again, guys, it just looks like a pretty awful forecast. I have snow. I have some really cold temperatures. The high in my 7-day is 36, so not looking very spring-like at all. Hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at www.oswego.edu/summer. Register now.
Was gonna be there anyway. But thinking of you, working on my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rub my sister shows together, making sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you, so excited. Sky
rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hey, what's up? We're Hawthorne Heights, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television.
William Fitzsimmons' childhood was filled with the sounds of all different kinds of music. Today, he's a music writer whose material has appeared on popular network shows like Life of Ryan, Army Wives, and Grey's Anatomy. And he's coming to SUNY Oswego. WNYO, SUNY Oswego's student-run radio station, is hosting their WNYO Indie Concert this Friday, March 25th at 7 p.m. Leading the concert will be Fitzsimmons alongside Pearl and the Band and Matt Pfeiffer. Tickets for the general public will be $12, a discount of $10 for seniors, and SUNY Oswego students only pay $5. To kick off the summer, SUNY Oswego will begin their
To kick off the summer, SUNY Oswego will begin their 3-year series of projects. They will begin to renovate and expand buildings to house all 6 departments of the School of Education. Park Hall on East Campus will remain empty for 2 years for renovations. Wilbur Hall will receive a 13,000 square foot addition. The curriculum and programs of the School of Education will continue in surrounding buildings. There is much excitement among students and staff for the new comings of the program.
The Student Association took up a bill today that will directly affect WTOP. The bill, presented by WTOP Art Director Chris Brando, asked for an increase in the station's budget of around $8,000. The money will be used for a new and improved server, as well as new automation software for the school television studio. Brando explained these changes will be a major improvement for the studio that will eliminate the technical problems with videos and commercials that WTOP has constantly faced in the past. The new software is set to last the studio for the next 10 to 20 years. As of our last check, the senators had not taken up a vote on the matter. Stay tuned for the latest information on this story. And now here's a full look at your forecast with Evan Duffy.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Taking a quick look at the almanac. Today, 40 for the high and 35 for the low. Those are about seasonable. Our average is 44 and 28 for our low. Nowhere close to our records. This really shows the variability of spring. 82 to 5 is a huge difference. No precipitation today, and we're starting to see a little more sun every day. Looking at our local temperatures, you see the closer you are to the lake, the cooler you are. That's because the lake is still in winter mode while we're trying to get into spring mode. You see that inland we have a high temperature of 37 for the area. Looking around at our state, we see we have 3 cool spots this week. Binghamton, Watertown, and Plattsburgh are all at 33. Most temperatures are in the 30s. New York City obviously being the outlier at 44 and our warm spot. Our national weather tap radar, you can see we have a total mix of what's going on in the country. This is the springtime phenomenon that we see usually. We have severe weather right next to winter weather in the Midwest. This storm system will be affecting us soon. Coming over and looking at us, however, looks pretty good right now, but moving into the area will be some precipitation. We're going to be seeing some snow in the next coming days. Here's a look at our enhanced satellite. You can see some cloudiness now moving in. It was supposed to be a little clear tonight, but it looks like the clouds are actually going to be rolling in soon, and we're not going to get that clear sky as we were hoping to see. At 1 a.m., should be cloudy, and out to our west, we should be getting to see the snow creeping in. As you can see, by 7 a.m., it will begin to probably start flurrying, and then tomorrow around 1 o'clock, we're looking at some pretty decent snow. Going on to 7 tomorrow night at dinner time, this will be snow as well. You can see these weird green colors. This is actually supposed to be blue as well, and that'll be more winter weather for our area. Tonight, 21, it'll be increasing clouds. In fact, unseasonably cool, and it should be not too windy, almost calm winds. Going on to tomorrow, snow will be starting around noon, I think, maybe a little earlier, and it'll be increasingly steady by evening. Wind will be picking up, and we'll have a high of 30 degrees. On Wednesday night, moderate snow, and it looks like we're going to have a temperature around 20 degrees. Flurries by tomorrow, Thursday morning. Taking a look at your extended forecast, that just does not look like spring, ladies and gentlemen. 30s for the high. Some days later on the week, we're looking at 20s, lows down into the teens, and at least the weekend looks somewhat all right as of right now. Guys, what do you guys think?
Like Oswego to pour snow on us when spring is here, so
spring's
likely.
Usually a little late, so a couple weeks might get better.
Yeah, I expected that. First day of spring wasn't that nice.
We'll find out more about the weather, hopefully, in our class day forecast.
And when we come back, we'll have Alyssa Momano with Celebs Caught on Camera.
Rita. Located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
I graduated from Oswego way back in 1981, and my favorite TV station way back then, of course, WTOP.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at www.oswego.edu/summer. Register now.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hey, I'm Sean from Big D and the Kids Table, and you're watching WTOP 10.
Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
And now here's Alyssa Mamano with Chris Brown, a clip of Chris Brown and other celebs caught on camera.
Thank you, Samantha. Hip-hop artist Wyclef Jean is recovering from a shooting in Haiti that happened Saturday where he was shot in the hand. Wyclef was stepping out of a car in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, when he was struck by a stray bullet. The investigation of the shooting has been halted because of the artist refuses to speak to police. Wyclef was in Haiti to support a candidate in Sunday's presidential election.
I mean, not really. It's not really a big.
Was arrested yesterday in relation to a domestic dispute. The Los Angeles County Sheriff Department confirmed that they arrested 50-year-old Lohan late Monday night. He is now facing several charges, including inflicting bodily injuries and false imprisonment. Lohan's former fiancée, Kate Major, claims that she was the one who was hurt. Following his arrest, Lohan was taken to a hospital to be treated for a pre-existing medical condition. He will remain in the hospital for 24 hours before being taken into custody. R&B artist Chris Brown was apparently very upset by the questions concerning his ex-girlfriend Rihanna in his Good Morning America interview. Brown changed the subject of Rihanna to his upcoming album. He then finished his performance and stormed off stage. Brown stared down the producer of the show and broke a window in his dressing room. He later tweeted that he was so sick of everyone. Brown was sentenced to probation and community service in 2009 for assaulting Rihanna.
A nuclear power plant in New York called Indian Point poses a much higher safety risk than previously thought. The assessment was done by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and the plant, located in Buchanan, sits right atop the Ramapo fault line. This isn't boding well for some residents who are concerned after what has happened in the recent Japan earthquake. Governor Andrew Cuomo has assured that NRC officials pledged to make Indiana Point first and top priority.
More than 2,000 people rallied in the New York State Capitol building today to protest potential cuts in education funding. People are worried about possible teacher layoffs and cuts to art and music education. The current budget proposal calls for $1.5 billion in cuts to public schools in the state. Representatives from New York State United Teachers Union say the state Senate and Assembly's plan for restoring education funding is a step in the right direction, but they want Governor Andrew Cuomo to extend taxes on the wealthy. And now a full look at sports with Joe Maganello.
Memphis Grizzlies star player Rudy Gay will have season-ending surgery on his left shoulder, the same shoulder that has kept him out since February 15th. Gay was averaging just under 20 points per game this season and was shooting a career-best 40% from three-point land. The Grizzlies are 8-6 without their star player, but now that Gay will be out for the rest of the season, the long-term success of the team is in question. Memphis is only 2 games ahead of the surging Houston Rockets and 2.5 games ahead of Steve Nash's Phoenix Suns for the last spot in the Western Conference playoffs. Oswego State Lakers star Chad Burge is continuing to impress basketball fans weeks after his junior season ended. Burge was voted on as the ECAC Player of the Year by the coaches of the ECAC. Burge was the leading scorer on the first Lakers team ever to win an NCAA tournament game. He led the team with 9 20-point games this season, including a 33-point game in the semifinal of the SUNYAC playoffs and a 27-point effort in the first NCAA tournament win in school history. And the men's lacrosse team beat Cayuga College last night 7-5. Sophomore Mark Briggs led all scorers with 3 points, coming off 2 goals and an assist. Junior Andy Lever put up 2 assists in the game, bringing his grand total on the season to 9. His 1.8 assists per game are third amongst all SUNYAC players. The Lakers are now 2-3 on the season and are on a 2-game winning streak. The team heads to Cazenovia tomorrow night in an attempt to get to 500 for the first time since May 2009. Well, that's it for sports. Now back over to Keith and Sam at the desk.
Thanks for that, Joe. And when we come back, we'll see some Christians letting loose, find out why sex kills, and holy cow, check out that 100-year-old skydiving. Don't go anywhere. The lighter side of news is coming right up.
Located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at www.oswego.edu/summer. Register now.
Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Drink from the tap. A $3 bottle of water a day times 10 years times 6% interest is over 14,000 clams. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feedthepig.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online, or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Be on the team. My name is LaDanian Tomlinson. By keeping kids in school, I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
And here's a dive into the lighter side of news. Some women in the Houston area are pole dancing once a month for Jesus. That's right, church-going women are embracing the dance moves once reserved for strip clubs. It's called Pole Fitness for Jesus, the best shape of your life studio in Old Town Spring. Texas hold the classes set to Christian music the second Sunday of each month. Instructors and students say it's not about sex, but connecting with God.
A jog around the neighborhood may be impacting your health rather than improving it. According to U.S. researchers, bursts of moderate to intense physical activity significantly increase the risk of a heart attack, especially in people who do not get regular exercise. They found people are more than 3 times as likely to have a heart attack when they are exercising compared to when they are not. The researchers say they don't want the public to walk away from this with the idea that exercise is bad, but they recommend that those who do not exercise regularly need to start gradually and increase the intensity of the workout over time.
A New Jersey man celebrated his 100th birthday by jumping out of an airplane. It wasn't the first time Fred Mack took the leap from 13,000 feet, though. He also went skydiving to mark his 95th birthday. He told friends if he made it to 100, he would go again. The Guinness Book of World Records is checking to see if Mack is the oldest person to ever skydive.
Winter just won't quit in some parts of the U.S. Pump some iron while working on your tan. And the countdown to NASA's final countdown is on. The videos that will have you talking is coming up in our segment, Take a Look at This.
Take a look at this. The calendar says spring, but in parts of California, winter is not over. About 4 feet of fresh snow fell around Yosemite National Park in just 24 hours. Conditions are so bad, many of the roads around the park were shut down. Rangers say that hasn't happened in at least 15 years. Need some motivation to hit the gym? What if the gym was at the beach? Outdoor gyms are the new trend in South Florida. Miami and Miami Beach have recently invested in these playgrounds for adults. The best part, they're free. Anyone can stop by and get in a good workout. It's part of an effort to get residents up and moving and help fight the growing obesity problem. How many NASA employees does it take to make a space shuttle? About 2,100. That's how many gathered at the NASA facility in Florida to form a human shuttle. It took more than an hour to arrange all the participants. In fact, so many people showed up, the extras had to form a circle around the ship.
They're part of the legacy of the shuttle program, so they've all been very interested in participating in anything that they can to kind of commemorate the program as it winds down.
The space program has 2 more scheduled launches before all the shuttles are retired later this year. For Take a Look at This, I'm Andy Rose.
And now let's take a look at your class day forecast.
Well, taking a look, guys, at the extended forecast once again, just to recap. I mean, look at those high temperatures. Highs all around 30 degrees, excuse me, and lows are in the low teens on Saturday and Sunday. Now, we are going to see some sun. It's going to look like spring probably Saturday and Sunday. Going to be melting the snow, though, that accumulates during the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're looking at somewhere between 3 to 5 inches total, and it's not looking very good for spring. The class day forecast tomorrow should be cloudy with PM. We're going to be seeing some snowflakes on dinner time. It's looking actually pretty snowy. Starting around 21 degrees, and we're going to be working our way up about 2 to 3 degrees every hour until we get to our evening afternoon high of about 30 degrees. So definitely not very spring-like at all, guys. And in fact, it's looking pretty wintry for the first week of spring.
Well, you know, we learned something here in Oswego, I think. I think we can all agree that we don't want to get our hopes up ever for weather because, you know, here we were thinking 2 great days, kind of like 50-degree weather, was it today, I think? And, you know, now we hit this forecast, and apparently we are sunk.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awful. I mean, the problem with spring in Oswego is that the lake is usually still pretty cold, guys. And so the temperatures get dragged down. There's, you know, residual moisture from the lake. And it's actually, you know, we don't get lake effects so much, but we do instead have a lot of problems with just cool temperatures. And it snows a little easier in spring than in other places.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll take that kind of weather over a natural disaster. I know we were talking about the power plant today and how they think that, you know, Oswego could be in danger if we ever got an earthquake, but, you know.
I hope that's not.
How many of you guys have iodine tablets already?
I don't know, but I know Mary Walker has a couple stashed away. So.
Yeah.
Good old Mary Walker will help us today.
I'll make a beeline over there. So.
I'm making a beeline out of here. I don't know about you. You can stick around.
Right? I'm not sticking around for that.
But you know, we've got a lot of problems with you know, Japan, and you know, we're trying our best here in America to help out. But you know, there's always more that could be done, of course. So, have you done anything involved with the campus to get involved with helping out Japan?
I haven't had an opportunity yet, but certainly we would hope that if you have time or anything, any resource available to help out.
Of course, yeah. All right, and that will do it for us here at WTOP 10 News. For the 10 News team,
I'm Evan Duffy.
I'm Joe Manganello.
I'm Samantha Dismascio.
And I'm Keith Rubino. Have a great night, Oswego. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.